says it is used metaphorically to detain a person unnecessarily. It's just a hindrance in the way. In Romans, it is used to hinder those that are reaching out to others. But here in Thessalonians, it is used to hinder those who are on this Christian journey. I don't know about you, but I made up my mind a long time ago. You know, I told the devil, I don't care what you put in my path. You know, I'm going to go anyway. I don't care how you may try to stop me. I'm going anyway. Have anybody ever had I'm going anyway moment? Where you just had to tell the devil when you saw his hand in your business. Where you had to go ahead and say, I don't care what you're doing, I'm going to do it anyway. Because if you're doing it for God, you know, you got to press your way on through. You got to move through the press. Got to move through. And so then we see here how Paul, he tells us and encourages us. Doesn't matter what you're going through. Doesn't matter how the devil is trying to fight you. That's right, you just got to keep on going. See, Paul told us about some of the things that had hindered him over in 2 Corinthians. And he tells us that, he said, in 2 Corinthians, I'm going to give you the scripture here, 2 Corinthians 20, beginning at verse number 21, he says, I speak as concerning reproach, as though we had been weak. Howbeit, wherein soever any is bold, I speak foolishly, I am bold also. He says, are they Hebrews? He says, so am I.
Yes.
Are they Israelites? So am I. This is how people can trip you up. He says, and you have to pay attention here to the words. He says, are they the seed of Abraham?
All right.
He says, so am I. Are they ministers of Christ?
Yes.
He says, I speak as a fool, but I am more. He says, in labors more abundant.
Yes.
In stripes above measure. In prisons more frequent.
Yes,
death often. Of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. He says, 3 times I was beat with rods.
Yes.
Once I was stoned. 3 times I suffered shipwreck.
Yes.
A night and a day I have been in the deep. In journeyings often. In perils of the waters. In perils of robbers.
Yes,
in perils
yes.
by my own countrymen. In perils by the heathen. In perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren.
All right.
That's right, the people who want to buddy up and latch up with you and don't mean you any good at all. I'm pretty sure that we all can testify to some of that today. That's right. He said, in weariness and painfulness, in watchings offering. There have been times where I have been hungry and thirsty, and in fastings often, in cold and nakedness. He says, besides those things that are without, that which come upon me daily, I still have the care of all the churches.
All right.
Together and give the Lord some praise. You see, well, you may think that you are going through something. Paul here reminds us of how the devil can get in your way sometimes.
Yes.
And how we just think we just going through, but there have been some that came before us that have went through a whole life for the name of Christ. Amen. You ought to be thankful today that we had, well, I'm going to say warriors. That's right, mighty warriors, mighty men of faith that encouraged us to tell us to keep on holding on. Doesn't matter what you're going through, just keep on holding on.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Tell your neighbor, hold on today.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yes. And what I recognize in the text here is this. I want to move along here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because Paul, as powerful as he is, he realizes that trouble is on our side. And the devil gets in the way to try to mess us up sometimes.
Yes.
You see, but here is the testimony of a man who was powerful in God.
Yes.
Here is a man that was superb even in his contact with God. A man who had power to preach and teach.
Yes.
Into places that most men were afraid to go. Here is a man who was stopped personally by God.
Yes.
Turned around on the Damascus road.
Yes.
And God told him, I chose you from your mother's womb to serve me and do my will.
Yes.
Here is a man that was left for dead, and the folks walked away from him after stoning him.
Yes.
But Paul was wakened by God.
Yes.
God nudged him on the side of the road and told him, get up, man.
Get up.
I ain't through with you yet.
Yeah, all right.
He got up, but he didn't run for cover like most of us would do. We would just keep on going. But he turned himself around and he walked back into the same city that had just run him off. I'm talking about a man that when he preached all night long.
Yes.
See, Paul wasn't no weak preacher. But he preached until a man fell out the window and broke his neck.
Yes, yes.
He said, you ain't getting away from this message. He says, I got to tell you the rest of the story.
Yes.
He said, I had just gotten to the cross. He says, when you fell out of the window. But now, let me tell you that the same Jesus that died.
Same Jesus, yes.
Rose again. You see, this man, Paul, the Bible says he turned the world upside down.
Yes.
He recognized that Satan can hinder. We got to get to the place where we realize, where we know that the devil will get in our way sometimes. But what you going to do? You just going to give into it? You just going to tuck your tail and run? You see, it doesn't matter what the devil may do. The devil can sit beside you in church and tell you, praise the Lord. Tell you, come on here, get with me, clap my hands and everything. And don't mean you any good at all. You see, the devil knows how to speak in tongues. The devil knows how to shout a good shout. Put a good step in the church. The devil knows how to testify from the top of the mountain. Everybody just drawn in. But you see, his job is to hinder you in your progress. As soon as you get up and try to do those things, then the devil is standing back hating on you.
Come on now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't want you to get a praise through.
My God.
Don't want you to lift your hands.
Well,
And if you're in the middle of the aisle, I'm going to tell you something. If you're a shouter, if you're a real praiser, you got to sit on the end.
All right.
That's right. You got to sit on the end or sit in the front. Where ain't nobody going to get in your way or hinder you.
All
That's
right.
right, because when everything gets good and the Holy Ghost gets to moving and the Spirit gets to flowing and you feel like you want to get up and give God a praise or cut your mean step, you know, somebody is in your, that hater is right there in your way. That's right, and you got to dance past them and you just might step on their toe. And then they ready to fight you while you trying to get your praise on. The devil ain't doing nothing but throwing hindering blocks in your way, trying to mess you up every step he can.
yes. My Lord.
See, we need to know
Help us.
the tricks and traps of the devil.
Yes.
You see, it doesn't matter. You know, there are things that in your life, and you may not have never even thought about it,
My Lord.
that can be a hindrance.
Yes.
That's right. Children are truly a blessing from God,
Yes.
but children can be a hindrance.
Yes.
Sometimes. Too many children can be a hindrance. No children can be a hindrance.
Yes.
That's right. A pretty wife can be a hindrance.
All right.
But no wife can be a hindrance.
Yes.
That's right. A big church can be a hindrance. A small church can be a hindrance.
Yes, sir.
No money can be a hindrance.
Yes.
Too much money
Yes, sir.
can be a hindrance.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. A job can be a hindrance. But no job can be a hindrance. You see, it doesn't matter what you're going through, it's still a hindrance.
Yes.
These are things that can get in your way and cause you to miss the move of God.
Preach.
That's right, and the devil is right there to push you on out the way. He's just waiting on you just to stumble one time. And he's going to say, aha, I got him now. But the devil is a liar.
Yes.
The devil is a liar. A lot of times when you've got talent and you're the one that God is looking for in the church,
Yes.
the devil will put anything in your way to keep you from reaching your potential. That's right. He'll put men in your way, sisters. He'll put the brothers in your way. Have you gone ahead, the brother come walking by every Sunday and you, ooh, girl, did you just smell him? He just, that brother,
Right.
in his walk. It's something. I mean, and he know it too. See, the brother, he's been inflicted by the devil.
Right.
So, he's walking and he don't realize that, but he's just walking like, come in like he's Rico Suave or somebody, and coming in there and everything. And all I got them sisters' attention, and he feeds into them and everything. And we go ahead and it's really a hindrance.
All right.
We can't see it for what it is.
Right.
With the brothers, when they see that sister come walking. That's right. Let them like seeing a godly woman.
All right now.
That's right. Come walking. Sure of herself.
Yeah.
Sure of the God that she serves.
Yeah.
That's right. She walks in with favor.
Yeah.
With confidence.
Come on now.
That's right. Strong, powerful woman in God.
Uh-huh.
And here it is. The devil has given you a shot of hindrance.
Huh.
You want brothers, and then you go ahead and get in that sister's way. And the first thing you want to do is sidetrack her, hit her from the blind side.
My God. Help
Praise the Lord, my sister. You're looking mighty good today. But some stuff should just not be spoken in church. It's the way you meet and greet. The Bible tells us that we should meet them and greet them with a hug, and with a kiss. But we can't do that. Now we can't do that because, your mind is in the wrong place. Your minds are too carnal. These are the last times. And you ain't trying to help nobody.
Yes.
You're trying to go ahead and see how many you can pull away. If I can just get them to do this. If I can just get them to do that. If I can get them to say this or agree to this. If I can get them to go with me, I got them. And that's just the devil working in the back. Giving you all these here words to say and everything. And when you walk away, you be amazed at yourself. Man, I ain't know I had that in me. You didn't have it in you. The devil put that in you. That's right. So he can go ahead and steer that sister away from the Lord. So he can steer that brother away from the Lord. But that's how he sets us up. That's how he gets us all off track. He will throw our children in the way sometimes. You've been in church and you're about to get your breakthrough. And here it is, all of a sudden somebody come up and tell you, oh, you need to go in the back. Your kids are just having a fit. The devil is a lie. Now you got to leave service and go back there and get your children when they should have been sitting with you in the service in the first place.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't go to church and get the word of God and be fed the word of God and let your children let the devil have your children.
All right.
You don't do that. You take your children with you.
Yes, sir.
As they call them, drug babies. They were drugged to church.
That's it.
All right.
You got to go ahead and take them with you.
That's it.
Even if they don't, you'll be surprised how they will suck it in.
That's it.
They'll come back later on and tell you, Mama, did you know the preacher said this and said that? And you'll be like, when did they say that? Because you didn't even catch it.
Right.
They'll be like, yeah, Mama, they said that. I heard them when they said that God was good, and if you be faithful and everything, God will bless you. Children will lead the way. They will tell you that. Even when we're not in church, we ought to be careful because we never know who's around.
Yes.
Bible warns us that we entertain angels unaware. And I know here's one time when I was in Chicago and I was working for the police department. I was on my lunch, walking down State Street, and the bus pulled up at the stop there, and the driver going to wait for me to come, and I walked up there and he said, can you help this lady off the bus? I'm like, can I help the lady off the bus? I said, no, that's your job. Just let the lift down. And so she can get up. So I got up there, and the lady was heavy set. Heavy. And I ain't gonna say that. See, I didn't say that. I did not say that. And don't shoot the piano, amen. But I went on, and when I got up on the bus and I assisted the woman off, and she had the strangest looking eyes. And when I went on and got her down, and she said, "Thank you, young man. Thank you very much." I said, "You're most welcome, ma'am." You know, everything. So I said, "No problem at all." And she said, "Enjoy the rest of your day." And I went on and told the driver, and I looked back, and the woman was nowhere to be seen.
Gone.
Nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. Now she was, as I said, she was heavy. And she was right, and she couldn't move. She had a walker. Now where did she go?
All right.
Where did she go? I said, man, I said, was that an angel? Or what? I walked to the corner. I looked around, didn't see her nowhere. I walked inside the store, didn't see her. I said, she can't move that fast. There's no way she could move that fast unless she flew. You see, so we have to be careful of how we go about in our treating of each other.
Uh-huh.
You know, we shouldn't throw, the Bible warns us of throwing stumbling blocks. That's right. Throwing stumbling blocks in front of your brothers and sisters so you can try to trip them up. But you never know who you're going to run to out on the street, on your job. You know, it doesn't matter. In your place of business, you know, in the hospitals, you go into the hospitals and people will be there and they will see you and greet you and everything. And, you know, God knows what the people need.
Yes.
That's right. Somebody needs to hear the word even in the hospital.
Yes, sir.
And here it is, something, I'm going to say the devil, will trip you up.
Hinder you, yes.
I was in the hospital one time and let me see. She's here. And my sister was in the hospital. They had her in an induced coma. And I left work, and I came and sat with her all that morning. She didn't even know I was there. But I was praying in the other room. And when I did, got ready to leave, when the daughters got there and everything, when I was ready to leave, the woman next door came and asked me, she said, "I heard you praying."
Uh-huh.
She said, "My husband was in a motorcycle accident." She said, "Can you come and say a word of prayer for him?"
All right.
She said, "Because it doesn't look good.
All right.
Can you come and pray for my husband?"
Uh-huh.
And I walked out the room and was walking over. Now, you see the people, the workers in the hospital now, they don't want me, you can't go in disturbing the patients. But this was at the request of the wife.
Uh-huh.
But they don't want me now. They don't want me going. It was okay as long as I'm over here praying. But now you don't want me to come out and go pray for nobody else. That's just a hindrance. I said, okay, but I'm just going to go in and step to the door. You know, and I went on and just went to the door and stretched out my hand and waved it around the room. And I stood there and I said that prayer silently. And when I walked on out, she grabbed my hand and she said, "Thank you," because I felt that.
All right.
That's right. See, you need to know that the devil is busy. His job is to trip you up and stop you in your tracks wherever you may be.
Glory. Yes.
Right. You may have plans to do good, but his job is to stop you right in your tracks. Just like he did the Apostle Paul, chased him from one city to the other.
All right.
Because he didn't want him to preach the name of Jesus. Don't want people to hear the gospel. But I'm going to tell you today, in spite of everything else that's going on, or anything else that can hinder you, don't let nothing stop you or get in your way. A man ain't working, a woman ain't working.
Yes.
Don't let anything keep you from Jesus. A job ain't working, houses ain't working, cars ain't working. Don't let anything, money ain't working. Don't let anything keep you. A high ain't working. That's right. Getting high and everything. That stuff ain't working either because you're going to pay the price the next day.
All right.
Anything that's going to have you feeling bad wasn't good for you anyway. You wake up the next day after a good night or so you think or thought. And here it is, your head feel like it's going to bust and you feel like you're going to die. And who it is you calling on? Lord, if you would just take this away from me.
Yes.
I swear I'll never do it again.
Won't do it again.
But God already knows. He knows. He's just giving you more rope. Just giving you a little bit more rope. See, God knows when you get out there too far or far enough, then he starts to reel you back in.
Thank you, Holy
See, that's how God works.
Yeah.
He'll give you some rope.
Come on
I
now.
had to tell my son that some years ago, I told him the rope story. I said, he said, can I see the keys to your car? He couldn't drive. I said, I'm going to tell you something. I said, I'm going to give you some rope. I said, so, and you can do one or two things with the rope. I said, you can go far with the rope, or you can hang yourself with the rope. I said, which one are you going to choose to do? And he just stood there and thought about it for a second. And he said, well, you know, it ain't that important nowhere. They just want to sit in the car. You know, so I had to teach him that, though. You know, if I give you these keys, you can't drive, you may do something. You know, the first thing we do is we start the car up. And then we want to go ahead and test the engine and everything. You know, we want to test the controls. We want to get the touch and everything. And next thing you know, you didn't hit the gears and, you know, put it in reverse or drive, and you just stepped on the gas and you done went through a gate. Devil is alive. So I had to tell him that. So he went on and thought about it. He never asked for him again. Amen. But you ought to not let anything stop you
Yes.
from getting to Jesus. Nothing at all. Whatever it is you're going through, my brother, hold on to God's unchanging hand.
Yes.
Because as long as you trust in God, as long as you trust in Him, God will be right there with you every step of the way.
Yes, He will.
If you're behind a locked up cell, and God forbid if that's what happens, going to happen to you, because we're going to cry against that thing right now.
Yes.
Amen. We're going to cry against that right now. But even so, they may take your freedom away.
Yeah.
They can't take your voice away. That's right. You got to be just like Paul and Silas. The Bible says, in the midnight hour.
Yeah.
Call on the Lord.
Uh-huh.
In the midnight hour. See, you got to find yourself sometimes in some very strange and unusual places.
Yeah.
God knows how to get your attention, and that just may be what He's trying to do to you. Trying to get your attention. Right now, He's reeling you back in. You done been out far enough. Okay, now it's time for you to get to work for me. You done worked for the devil long enough. Now it's time for you to work for the kingdom. You see, God knows how to do it. He knows how to bring you in. So don't worry about it. Just have faith in God.
Yes.
Believe and never doubt.
Yes.
God work it out for you.
Yes, He
The
will.
devil ain't need it for bad, but God is setting it up for good.
Yes.
He's setting it up for good. And if you're going to be a prisoner for Christ. Don't be a prisoner, be bound by the devil. Don't let the devil take your freedom away from you. If I'm going to be bound and locked up, I want to be bound and locked up for Jesus. I want to be locked up 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, all for the name of Christ.
Name of Jesus. Glory to God.
I'll be lifted up still with blood-stained banners.
Yes.
And that's what you have to do.
Yes,
That's what you have to do.
Glory to
I'm
God.
trying to behave myself.
Come on now. Come on.
Trying to behave myself.
Yes.
Trying to behave myself, but I feel something trying to push me.
Yes.
Trying to push me.
Yes,
And I
sir.
just want to try to encourage someone today,
Yeah, that the Lord use.
because I know how hindrance is. I'm going to tell y'all something.
Glory.
I was in North Carolina, and they had a pillow top bed, king bed. Worst thing in the world.